Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the Teal. The Chanticleers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Georgia State will be in a hole thanks to that short return. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Chanticleers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound... Safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Fleming. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's McGee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bush. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Pulls his way forward. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The shot that clears, racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Hudson. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Just needed 3 yards on 3rd down, and they got it with precision execution.
Yeah, and the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route. Throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Oh, look out! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And the shot to clears are on the move.
And that's another shot to clear.
DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. He makes the connection, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Number 87.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Hudson. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on. He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
24, Coastal Carolina, 9.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Picked off. Bringing it back. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know we wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. From the gun. Coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Hudson. Trying to beat the D deep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Looking for a productive play on first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bush. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Gets it out quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Comes out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away.
Coastal Carolina, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the shot to clear is line up to punt it away.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Looking for a block, it's Taylor. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He's going to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football. That's a great individual play. And I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to get to it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Gonna run it. It's Washington. Hard running there. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Wants to throw. It's Hudson. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Right back to it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd down, and his offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Chanticleers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia State, 27, Coastal Carolina.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Finds his man. It's Bush. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And that's another shot to clear.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The shot that clears will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Murray. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
How about the play by the speed, man? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Fleming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They want that clock to run.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Going to try to get it himself. The offense coughs it up. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Back to throw. It's Hudson. He lost one down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Getting some heat. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Coastal! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Oh, big juke to get past. They make the stop, but the sweet flowing catch is ready to give them a first down. And the shot to clear is inside the final minute, trying to drain the clock. Motion from the offense. From the red zone, it's Price. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case.